Scars from the Guild Deado, and this is a tutorial for the Westmere Mine Challenge. I'm going to take you step by step through each quest that is inside the challenge, and I'm also going to show you how to get there and beat the bosses. And here we go. So first, you're going to want to travel to Green Guard, then you go to Westmere. By the way, you have to complete this storyline in order to unlock the challenge mode and the dungeon. The challenge mode is level 30 plus, but it is the best experience farm in the game. So you'll come through here, beat all the storyline, which starts, you'll come right here in this area where I'm standing, and it should pop in a cutscene. Then it'll tell you to go into this barn, and that basically starts the quest line, and you'll run around in here, fight stuff. Once you've done all that, you'll come to Titan, which is also the ninja class trainer. He's going to have some quests for you for inside the dungeon. You'll click Vein Weapons, Vein Weapon Quests, and you'll want to pick up every one of these. So 10 Bane Shards. And you get about 40 to 50,000 experience per run on this. You get the obsidian weapon parts. Even though this is normal mode, you can still pick these up and get these. See, this is normal and normal, challenge, but you can do all of them in the challenge. Once you pick those 4 up, the dungeon's right here. Here's my buddy Chestnut. He's going to come in and just help out. And we are ready to start. So you got the regular dungeon. It's super easy. Then you got the challenge, obviously. There's a bunch of loot. So level 30 plus. Recommended 5 players. Honestly, I've soloed this with the Berserker. On challenge mode with ease. I mean, it took an hour. I did it just for fun, but if you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. And by the end of this video, you should have enough knowledge to do it by yourself. Not that you would want to. It's just for fun to do it like that. It's much quicker with a party of at least 3. But yeah, 5 players, you blow through it. I beat this dungeon in 7 minutes and 38 seconds. But here's some of the loot items. This is just like, it gives you a purple glow. Here's the Bane Bat Pet, and I'll show you one of these guys inside the dungeon. It's pretty cool. Fancy health potions. These research notes are for some gear, and I'll go back and show you that before we go in the dungeon. I think it's all cosmetics, I believe. I'll show you that. Wolfbane Pet. From my statistics, I ran this dungeon roughly 90 times, and it dropped on around the 90th time. So I'm assuming it's a 1% chance. Now, people have gotten it quicker, but you never know. You might get lucky, you might not. But you got some 660 level gear in here, which is good if you're, level 31, you don't have gear. So that's a requirement. But yeah, basically those are the items you can get, and I'll run back real fast. Or no, we'll just go ahead and go in, and I'll show you the quest or the gear when we go back to turn in the quest. So Westmere Mines Challenge, we're going to go private party. I'm in combat. I swear they put this guy right here just to aggravate you. He won't let you go in. I'm going to go private party. And there are several different things that you have to do in this dungeon. We're going to watch the cutscene. See those bats? That's the pet that we just passed. They're like purple, like a skull face, no flesh. Pretty sweet. Not a very big pet, but you can see it when it's following you. All right. So you're going to see Titan again, which is also the same person that's outside. He's going to have 2 more quests, and this is for the challenge mode. So you got to free mages, kill bats, kill Sneevils, Ornithons, and Trollocs. And you get the notes. You get pretty good experience for this one. 11,000. And here's the big boy quest, which is just beating the boss, some turrets, and then another boss. And at the end, you just fight one boss. Once it dies, there's going to be a second boss spawn right after that. So it's 2 in a row. They're fairly easy. But like I said, it's about roughly, I calculated about 50,000 experience. And we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go phase by phase. But normally when you run with a party, you'll split up and everybody will do their own thing. So there's the bats you got to kill. You see these mages here? We've got this little force field. That's how you free them for the quest. You got to do 8 of those. There's a little bit more than 8 mages in here. But sometimes you want to be courteous in case someone pops in the dungeon after you've started. And it'll count towards their quest. You know, I try to be courteous in this game. I usually wait for like at least 4 people. And these lasers, they don't really hurt you, but they will trigger an alarm. It's nothing to worry about, though. I mean, you can just heal right through it. You can turn them off. There's levers right here once you get to the other side. But here's some more mages and some bats. Actually, after we kill this mob, we're going to switch to warrior because it's really the quickest way. If you want to just blow through it to farm for experience, you're going to want to do a lot of AoE. So that's one of the bats there. I'm going to go ahead and switch to warrior. Chestnut, if you want to do the same, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, bro.
And we'll just mob everything. We'll pull it all together and there's just AoE. And that's the quickest way to beat this dungeon. You want to go full warrior. So you even want to put on seismic slam for your AoE. Now you can use a ranger for AoE as well with the Moglo skill. I just prefer warrior because of the damage. But yeah, see this bat here? I'm going to try not to pull it. That's the pet you get. He's got the little skull face. But he's not that big. It'd be cool if he was. But yeah, we're just going to kind of pull all this together and then AoE and kill it. And you want to basically, my strategy is to speed run it like this is just, and if you loot, sorry, I'm off track here. But if you want to run through this really quick, I suggest using full on warrior and just pulling everything all at once. You can run through those lasers. See, there's 4 more mages here. I mean, just wipe them all out. AoE, it's so quick. That's where you get the shards from as well. It's freeing those mages. So that's all the mages. That's the hallway, right? Main hallway. Here's the main room. We'll come back to that later. We're going to backtrack. So that's the first stage. Usually one person takes care of that. And you cannot use your travel form in this dungeon, sadly. There's a reason why they don't let you, and I'll explain why once we get there. So this is the Sneevil room, and it's also for the quest. Basically, you want to kill every monster in this dungeon, and all your quests will be done. And that's why I suggest the warrior. You just want to pull all the mobs at once. So just get them all together, and then you stack up on top of each other, and then just start whirlwinding. Seismic slam, ultimate, blow through them. So if you got 5 warriors running this, because they don't really do enough damage to kill you. The only thing that can really kill you is the boss. Everything else is pretty easy. So you kill those. And here's an easy way. Instead of going across these bridges and all the way around, you can actually just jump on this wall all the way around. Just like this. Parkour, parkour, parkour. You'll come down here. There's more Sneevils, more bats. It's all for the quests. Just get them all together. Stack up with each other. Chestnut, sit still. There you go. Let them come to us. All right, go ahead. By the time we're done with this tutorial, you can run it with your eyes closed just about. It's honestly an easy dungeon. It just, as long as you stay coordinated, everybody stays on task. So that's 7 out of 10. Right here, the blue squares on the wall, that's for wall running / parkour. And you just jump and just keep tapping jump, get across. It's super easy. And here's some more Sneevils and bats. And you're only going to get 9 out of 10 Sneevils right here. And that's okay, because the last Sneevil, there's a couple more at the end. See, there's 9 out of 10. And you'll just go right back. You can go the other way, but I'm not that good at parkour. So if you can kind of see right there, it's a little quicker to get across if you're good at parkour. But I'm not the best. You just jump across here. Almost missed that. But see, there's another bridge. You don't have to jump across any of that if you go the way I just showed you, jumping on that wall. Okay, so these are the Bane ornithons. They're also for the quest. You want to kill all these. You just come through, get them all together. AoE. I seem to have lost Chestnut. He might have fell. There he is. But usually, if you're running the Sneevil room, you want to do what we just did and going to come this way. Pretty simple. So you just kill them so quick if you just use your warrior with all your AoE. All right, now, do not do this. I'm going to do it. Or Chestnut, do you mind to do it? Pull that lever. You mind to pull that lever? Don't ever do this. Listen to the Sneevils. And that is why. Insta death. Don't ever do it. They will trick you. Thanks for doing that, Chestnut. Okay, so these boxes. You see how they're glowing? You just click them. These are the explosives you're going to need to complete the dungeon. You're going to want to pick up all of these. Gotta get a little bit closer on this one. There's like 7 or 8 over here. Chestnut, where did that send you to? Back to the beginning?
Yeah, something back to the beginning.
Okay, if you want to just meet me in the middle room, that'd be cool. Okay, so there's 9 bombs up there. All right, and here are the Trollocs. There's 3 of them. You can pull them too all at once. These are the tankiest of the monsters in here. You want to smack that one and bring them over. Thanks a lot for helping me out too, Chestnut, because it would take a lot longer to do this solo.
Problem, bro. Just fun.
That's what this game's about, though. Community. Having fun, playing together, grinding. And a lot of people, and one thing that I would like to add, and this is just a suggestion, is if you're here to just, there's 2 reasons why people come here. 1 is for experience farming, and 2 is to grind for the pet. And please do everyone in the community a favor. If you're grinding for the pet, help them beat the quests. Because, like, when I was doing it, I don't care about pets very much. And it's really rude to skip all these quests because it's a lot of experience. It's 50,000 experience. But okay, so all explosives have been picked up. Once you've done that, you're going to see these crystals right, I'm turned around, right here. So there's these little crystals here, crystal pillars. You just jump up. It's a quick way of going. And normally you'll have someone in that middle room, whoever runs the hallway where the mages are, you'll come out right here where my cursor is, and they'll already have that cleared or almost cleared by the time you get done with Sneebles over here. Or no, up there, sorry, excuse me. But basically, you generally will meet up here, and then one person will kind of already be up here. So here's where you place the bombs. Those little glowy, sparkly spots. And we just mob once again. And that's the key to this, is like everyone having a specific task, especially if you have like a dedicated group and not just a random pickup. Just everyone just run the same thing. Like say, hey, I got Sneeble, I got mages, I got mid. However you want to coordinate it, but you just pull everything together, let them come to you, and let it rip. See, there's a bomb here. Well, not a bomb, but a place to put it. They kind of hide on you. Sometimes they're easy to miss when you're running so quick, or you think, or somebody's running with you. You think they got it, but they didn't. But there's 12 bombs, and you got to place 12 bombs. So you pick them up back there where I showed you, and then you put them down here. And this part, Chestnut, if you want to grab all of them on the left and meet me in the middle, grab all the monsters, and we'll just mob them up there. That's the best way to do this. So here's the remaining Sneebles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more Sneebles. So if you miss one, well, if you miss 4 back where I showed you, you don't have to worry. You can actually skip those 3 because there's 4 here if you want to run it quicker. But I suggest just clearing the entire dungeon. It literally takes like 1 more minute, 60 seconds. I've timed this because I've run it so many times. I had to, just to keep attention. It was just like over and over and over and over running it. So there's a bomb spot back here. One here. All right, that's 12. And then he just placed one right here. And this is where you ignite it. Now there's a tricky part. So I'm going to show you something. Just in case you mess up, you can actually run this way, because you're going to have to run this way. Once you set that off, immediately start running. But if for some reason at all, you're right here in this area and you're about to get hit by the bomb, you can come right here. It won't let you jump off, but you can run right here, just like where I'm at, and hide until the bomb passes up. It just goes, it works its way down the tunnel. Just a little tip. And you can turn the laser off right there too. There's the lever, but I mean, you don't really. I don't know how I just attacked, but okay. And we are going to set the bombs off. And then we are almost at the boss. So once it says explosives nice, run, you better run, because see what's behind us? See how it fills out? I'm going to let it catch up with me. Chestnut, you can go ahead. I'm going to hide, show them. But just in case it's catching up with you too quick, you can just sit right here. Let it blow up. All right, and then you can go. Just in case you get slowed down for some reason. See, he just got hit. He didn't go quick enough. You got to kind of hang right if you're running a little slow as well. And there's a cutscene, but where we didn't get to the end of this before it blew up. You'll see it's pretty cool. Well, there might be a cutscene. Nope. Yep, here it is. Okay, so here is the part where you can switch back to your DPS, and you do not need a healer on this. You don't need a tank or a healer on any of this dungeon. And I like Berserker. I'm dedicated Berserker. I use Rend. I love Rend. Single target. It helps the whole group. And we're gonna go Zerker. Level 81 right now, Zerker. And you just run back down the same way you came. And now these turrets become active once you blow those bombs up. And you can dodge. I don't dodge much because I'm a berserker. You know, lower we are, the more we do. But these are easy to dodge because it's just a linear shot. So you just sidestep it. Nothing big. Just like that. Well, he hit me on that one. All good. You won't kill me. I just popped the potion. Ah! Oh. So one down. So you drop some loot. And here's the research notes. Those are going to be used to acquire like the cosmetic gear and other gear outside. I'll show you that once we turn in the quest at the end. And you can pop your ultimate here too to burn through these. I usually do. I meant to pop it on the first one because if you pop it there, you'll get it built back up here by the time you get to the boss. And all this is part of the quest, so you just basically wipe the whole dungeon. No skipping. A lot of people skip stuff here though because of the pet. They just want to hurry and be selfish. And like I said, it literally only takes another 60 seconds to clear this dungeon. So here's the boss room and a checkpoint. So if you die, you come back right here when you're fighting the boss. And like I said, don't forget, if you do the warrior stuff to clear the dungeon, go ahead and switch back to whatever class you like here. You don't need a healer and you don't need a tank. And it's a pretty fun fight because you got to dodge a lot here. And we'll watch the cutscenes. I'm going to rend her if you want to hold your rend. I'm going to let her hurt me. It's all good. Oh yeah, we're playing Double Zerker? Okay. We'll burn through it. And she'll stun you from time to time, but she's got 2 big attacks. Really hurt. And she'll pop them up because we don't have enough DPS to turn her down before she does it. But most of her stuff's pretty weak. She's going to have an attack that charges up. Let's see. This isn't it. She'll jump up in the air and kind of like do a smash on the ground. I don't know that. It does hit very, very hard. At my health level, she'll kill me. And there's a little bit of jumping. She'll bring out some lasers. This one right here. So, see how hard that hit? You want to dodge that. I'm coming right back. And it's easy to dodge, honestly. I was just showing you the tutorial. And here in a minute, she's going to pop out lasers. She'll say, I'll show you how I train. They don't hit that hard, but if you're this is what you don't want to get hit. Those will, yeah, see, Chestnut, poor feller. And they have like a weird hitbox, because you can look like you're outside of it when you're really not, and it does so much damage. Sometimes she spams it. Oof. Didn't get out of that one. Not in time. So here's the parkour. You just kind of jump over him. She's probably going to kill me. I typically don't die, but I'm explaining this at the same time. Oh, she's spamming that rune. And you can kind of dodge those lasers if you hang out in the corner. It's a lot easier, but it's not really required. Honestly, you can normally heal. So there's the first stage of bosses. Here comes the harder boss, or more aggravating. Boom! I really hope they make his helmet like a piece of cosmetic in this game. So he does a lot of stunning. A lot of stunning. And he'll make crystals pop up. You'll see it here in a second. The ground will start rumbling. Wherever it's not rumbling is where you want to go. Or else you'll get stunned and take damage. Okay, so see the rumble? Boom. You go right outside of it. Well, I didn't see that one coming, but yeah, I'm stunned now. That's where he'll kill you. Just heal back up. And this is easier. I mean, we're running with 2 guys on challenge mode, and it recommends 5 players. So you can only imagine. But I've soloed this dungeon on challenge mode without dying. He'll also drop crystals from the ceiling. Those are a little harder to dodge because you can't see them. There is a trick, though, to dodge them. Or to dodge the stun anyways. If you hug this wall, you'll see people doing it. You just stand here and fight, but I don't like to play like that. It's just not my thing. See how they missed me? They popped up right beside me, but they missed. That's a little trick you can do, but I don't like playing like that. It's no fun. Easy mode, but no fun. I'd rather dodge and play. I better heal instead of talk. So he doesn't really hit that hard. It's when he stuns you is when it really hurts, because like you can't heal. Sometimes he'll double stun you. Start spamming that. He's mad now. I'm just gonna kite for a second. He's all over me. Alright, I'm coming back. Hit by the crystals. Saw it a little too late. When I'm not streaming and talking at the same time, playing, you usually never get hit by those. Pretty easy to dodge. Now, if he drops them from the ceiling, I'm gonna get smacked. Go big boy on. Rah! Ocean. I typically play zoomed all the way out on this because you can see when he's spawning those rocks a lot easier. He's probably about to do it now. Yeah. Eat crystals. See. And once you've done this a few times, you'll kind of learn his rhythm when he's going to do that. He does it a lot. Eat crystals. Ooh, he's going to do it again. Dang it. I walked right into it. That's basically the fight, though. I'm surprised he's not dropped any from the ceiling yet. Bane Summinox. And this boss is the one that drops the pet. I would laugh if I got the pet on there. You did. Did you get it? Chestnut? No, that'd be cool. Get it on stream. But that's basically the run. I mean, you just loot after you kill him. And like I said, judging by my statistics, you get, it's a 1% drop rate. Of course, people get lucky and get it a lot quicker. But they're lucky. And I'll give you a preview of the pet. It's the Wolfbane pet. And I think he's cool, but I wish he was bigger. So he's kind of just like the bat. See, he's got bone legs and a bone face. He's kind of purplish looking. You can see it better if you got better graphics than I do, but there we go. There's a good view. You guys are better view. Turn that off too. So yeah, oh, he's got purple eyes too. I didn't even notice that before. But pretty sweet pet if you want to grind for him. Please be courteous if you're grinding for the pet. Just help people build the quest. That's basically it. And here's this annoying guy again. You'll just go back here. The Titan. Returning your quest. See, we got all that complete. It's 11,000. You get notes. 2,800 gold. 22,000. That's the big boy quest. That's for the bosses and the turrets. Get your bone shards from the mages. It's 1,600 experience, but it takes like 2 hits to kill them. It's nothing. And then there's the Bane crystals again. See, that was 2 different quests. One was from normal mode and one was from challenge mode. So that's why you pick all 6 of them up. There's 4 out here and 2 inside. And they're repeatable. You can do them over and over and over and over. And that's where you get your experience, because actually, at least at level 35, you get no experience from those monsters. Except for the boss. They just give you 1 experience, but they do give you class experience. So that's nice. So you can just pick them right back up. And these normal quests, you're not going to get every single time. It's usually like every other time, just because they share the same item. Like, let's see here. See, I've got 8 out of 10 obsidian weapons. Where is the other one? Main crystal. Okay, yeah, so challenge and then normal. I've got 8 out of 10. 0 out of 10. So it kind of works like that. But you just pick them back up and run back in. Pick up the other 2 inside the dungeon and do what we just showed you. And that's how you quick run it. Run it with warrior. Seismic slam is your cross skill. Have some potions up. Do all the phases in the mine, or the tasks, better yet, we'll call them. Take down the turrets. Beat the boss. You're done. And I will go ahead and show you. So here's the currency that you picked up. Those research notes, they'll drop in there from the turrets, from the bosses. You get them from the quest. They stack up pretty quick. I've already spent like 4,000 of them and bought everything just for cosmetics, and I still have 1,700 left. But this is not very good. 440s not. The drops in there are, but they're pretty cool. It's kind of like Plague Doctor look. Like, I don't know, you kind of look like a raven. Something from like the movie The Labyrinth, I guess you'd say. But you can make some cool stuff with it. Let's look at this armor. That's kind of it. This one's cool. I like this. That axe. I would like to rock that on some kind of set. And then here's the title that you get once you get 2,000 notes. And if you're farming this, you're going to get it. Like, you can get all this if you're farming it. No problem. Let's see. This is unrelated. That's part of the storyline. And this guy also sells stuff for dragon crystals, which is part of my gear set, the Archangel. I got the wings from here, the belt, the weapon, and that is it. But that is basically all you do. And you can just run it over and over and over. And basically, the amount of experience it gives you per run is about 1 bar. You got to run it about 10 times. But I did it for 6 hours straight one day with a decent group and random groups, kind of a mixture of both. And I leveled up 3 times. I capstoned 3 times. What I mean by that is for infusing gear. That's what I did to max out my gear to 751. So here we're at 751. By the way, I'll show you real quick. So to reach 751, you're going to want to get like the 740 weapons. Any of those. Zoom's bow will work. As long as it's 15 out of 15 to infuse, and it starts at 740 base level. And then like I've just got the full Croco gear that you get from the Crocos challenge, and I'll do a tutorial on that as well, which is a much quicker dungeon, easy as well. You just max infuse those, and then you get your weapon to, I believe, 753. You'll be able to do the Scorpion raid. But that's all for the tutorial. I hope that helps you out a lot. And like I said, you cannot start that dungeon until you're level 30, and you have completed the Westmere story, which is pretty quick. Especially for 35. I beat it in like less than an hour. Thanks again, Chestnut. That was awesome. We'll do a little dance here. A little bit of, what is it? Let's throw some joy. Woohoo! All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching the stream. Check me out for more. Follow. That would be awesome. Much appreciated. And I'll keep on making content. Thank you very much. 4 scars. See you later.